So we're gonna roast and brew coffee tonight. My disclaimer is you'll probably become a coffee snob. So we'll just jump right in. There's many methods of roasting. There's big commercial roasters, and they look something like this, only huge. You can roast coffee in your oven, on a cookie sheet. Some people do it over cast iron with heat. Tonight I'm going to show you 3 methods. An air popper, which is quite popular among home coffee roasters. This is how I started. It's a popcorn, stovetop popcorn maker. You turn this and it turns a little on the bottom. That was my next step. And then I moved to this. A couple things with coffee. It gets very hot. 218 Celsius, I think it's over 400 degrees. It produces a lot of smoke. That's one reason why we're doing it here with the vent hood. I used to just do this outside on my deck. And there's chaff. So outside is a good place, in your garage or whatever, or under a vent. Sweet Marias. I don't owe them anything, but I'm giving them a little plug here. This is where I always got my stuff. When I started, there were like 4 different kinds of coffee beans that you could order, and now there's hundreds, and it's kind of overwhelming. But 8 bags from them. Mostly what directed me towards their site was they have any information you would want, like how to roast coffee beans with an air popper, they have how to do it over the stove, just hundreds of articles. A big buzzword in the coffee industry nowadays is country of origin and single source coffee. You've probably seen that. Basically, you go to McDonald's or wherever, or you buy coffee, it's they say breakfast blend or whatever. So to me, the coffee snob that I am, that tells me it's a blend of all the rejects. It's a blend of leftover beans that they throw in a bag and they call it breakfast blend. What I do when I choose beans, I pick out what I like in coffee. What's important to me is the decaf beans. There's chemical methods to decaffeinate it, and I don't like that. The best process that I have seen is called the Swiss water process. All it is water. They'll rinse the beans, soak the beans in water, dry them. Soak the beans in water, dry them.
Just green beans?
This is green beans, just like this. You'll notice the regular caffeinated beans are full and plump and green, and the decaf ones are they've been dehydrated basically, yeah. But it's just this water process. So they do that 10 times. Soak them, rinse them, soak them, dry them, soak them, dry them. Somehow that takes the caffeine out. So I pick a decaf first of the flavor that I like. And I always tend to look for a nutty flavor, and you can read the description someday, they're kind of funny. They're pretty detailed. You can get coffee from all over the world now, basically around the equator. There's a specialty coffee. Yes. Where there's a civet cat, basically, a skunk in the region that they eat the berries, they poop it out, and then they go out and harvest the poop, and they sell that as it has a distinct flavor.
It's not hard
only if you're a true coffee shop.
Yeah, I'm not there. Back to picking my beans. I pick a decaf because that's hard to find, a Swiss water processed decaf that I like. So this is from Guatemala, and it has the profile I like. So then I just say, well, okay, I'll find another one from Guatemala. Sometimes they're from the same farm. And then I truly have single source coffee. Any of this, as you find with anything, like our last event was a beer brewing deal. You can make things as simple or as complex as you want them to be. I have a computer at home that can control this. I started that way, but now I just know the temperatures. I brought a multimeter that has a thermometer on it. Here's a basic profile. This is time along the bottom. This is temperature. With coffee, there's a couple things. There's something called first crack, which is very important, and you'll hear it. You'll be roasting, even with the popper running, and you'll start to hear crack, 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 like popcorn almost, not that hard. And that happens at 200 degrees Celsius. So what you want to do, it slowly heats the beans up and then they gradually heat up. So ideally, this is the profile I like. Once it reaches first crack, I turn the temp down so it lingers here as long as it can. And then at 218, there's a thing called second crack. This is kind of like popcorn. It sounds like popcorn. And this one sounds like Rice Krispies. What I like to do, as soon as I hear a Rice Krispie crack, it's done. And that's the type of roast I like. The lighter you roast, the more you'll taste the bean or the fruit. And the darker, you'll taste more of the roast. So like a French roast, which is very dark, it's mostly the roast that you're tasting. There's no difference in caffeine as far as dark or light roast.
So that's kind of a...
That's an old wives' tale.
Really?
Yeah. When we're roasting any of these methods, it's important to stop the roast. You want to end a little before your target roast because it will continue to roast. So some of you were here early and you saw me stick a cookie sheet in the freezer. So that's how I'm going to cool one batch. One interesting thing I did not know, these little vents on the side, coffee has to off-gas for 12 hours after you roast it. You roast it and it gives off CO2 for 12 hours before it reaches its full flavor. So now we got to get it off the heat. This one you have more control over. You can crank the heat and ramp it up and then level it off for a while and then go high again. The grind makes a big difference with your coffee, and I think that's like a lot of coffee shops, they can get by with having a really good grinder, and that goes a long way to making their coffee good. And I never realized that until we got a decent grinder, but the little, bzz, bzz ones, just, they're good. But I don't know what they're called.
It's higher pitched than that.
If you get this is a conical burr grinder. It's a cone in there, and you can adjust it from coarse, which is what you want for a French press, or a drip, or all the way up to super fine for Turkish, which we're people around here, I don't think drink too much of that.
It's now time to perk up, folks, with a song about coffee. All I want is a proper cup of coffee, made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a proper coffee in a proper cup of pot. Iron coffee pots and tin coffee pots, they are no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper cup of coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea.